Okay, so just some background info for you to sort of reactivate some things you've already learned. When we talked about linear equations, we talked about standard form of a linear equation, and it looked like this. ax plus by equals c. Does that look familiar? Today we're going to talk about a standard form of a quadratic, which has a lot of the same properties. It kind of goes along the same idea. Hey guys, if you're still trying to finish last night's homework right now, I'd like you to put that away and make sure that you're paying attention for notes. Okay, you're going to want to make sure you know how to do this new stuff, and then you can go back to the old stuff. You're going to get another night on that assignment. So, okay, standard form of a quadratic looks like this. ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay? And again, the a, the b, and the c are all going to be numbers when you're looking at one of these. So a, b, and c will all be numbers. Now notice that's a little bit different than this, in that in this one you had x and y together on one side, and then you had a constant over on the other side. Here your constant is moved over and then it's equal to 0. And I guess really, right now you won't be working so much with it being equal to 0. You'll be working with it equal to y. Okay? Eventually we will get to the point where we're putting zeros there. But right now it's going to be more like y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. But you can't look at an equation and say, oh, so that means a equals this and b equals this and c equals this. You have to figure it out mathematically. And this is the big thing that people mix up with this. Okay? You have to calculate it. You have to move it around so it looks like that. It's not like you can just look at it and say, okay, this is a, this is b, this is c, let me write it out. So your steps for turning it into standard form is to expand and simplify anything that you can. And then isolate the y, which means get y by itself. Isolate y, you could also say move everything to one side. Okay? So to get something into standard form, basically you're just doing the math. Okay, and you've already learned how to do this part of it. So, in the examples, convert this into standard form. Well, how do I square x minus 4? What's that? Yep, you write it out twice. So this would become, make sure you're writing out all of these steps. You're going to want these to refer back to later. X minus 4. X minus 4 plus 1, because remember that square means write it out twice. Now let's do FOIL with that. And I'm going to leave the 2 and the 1 alone for now. So y equals 2, parentheses, and here's where I'm going to do FOIL. So x times x is x squared. X times negative 4 is negative 4x. Negative 4 times x is negative 4x. And negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. So that FOIL stuff's coming back to haunt you. It's up to you if you want to combine like terms now or later. But this next step would be y equals 2 x squared minus 8x plus 1. I just put the 4x's together in the middle. Oh, I'm sorry, this is plus 16 and then plus 1 on the outside. I just read my own writing. Now what, if you were simplifying? Distribute the 2, yep. Distribute the 2 to everything. So now I have y equals 2x squared minus 16x plus 32, and then I still have a plus 1 hanging out there. And your very last step, put the 32 and the 1 together. Okay. Does that look like that? Do you have a something x squared and a something x and a something? Yeah. Okay, so that right there is standard form. So there's no tricks involved. There's no formula. There's nothing except math. Just regular arithmetic style math. Okay, just work it out. That's the only way to do these. So when I give you an equation and I say put this in standard form, it's just chugging away at it. Okay? Let's try the next one. Y plus 2 equals 1/2 x minus 6 squared. So I'm going to start by doing the squaring, because you're just following PEMDAS. You're just doing everything in order. So first I'm doing the exponents, which is the square. Okay? So y plus 2 equals 1/2 x minus 6 x minus 6. Let's FOIL that out. So y plus 2 equals 1/2 x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 36. I'm going to combine like terms in the middle, the 6x's. So y plus 2 equals 1/2 x squared minus 12x plus 36. Now what? Steven? Distribute the 1/2, yep. What's 1/2 times x squared? What's that? What's 3 times x? 3x. What's 1/2 times x? 1/2 x. What's 1/2 times x squared? 1/2 x squared. Okay. The 1/2 is not going to change your exponent. I see a lot of people wanting to make that just a regular x because you think that you do 1/2 of 2 and it just becomes 1. But that's an exponent. That's not a number. So this is just going to become 1/2 x squared. 1/2 times 12 is 6. 1/2 times 36 is 18. Am I done? What one last number is still out of place? The 2 over here. Yeah, the y is not by itself yet. So back here I didn't have anything with the y. Here I have something with the y. I'm just going to subtract it. Okay? Because this time the 2 is on the other side, so I can't just combine the 2 and the 18, but I can move it to the other side by subtracting it. And that's going to give me y equals 1/2 x squared minus 6x plus 16. Now am I done? Yes. Okay. Now, I'm betting most of you could combine a few steps in there. You probably wouldn't have to write out every single one of those steps. Okay? Like you might be able to do this combining like terms all at the same time that you're doing FOIL or something like that. But I would expect to see something written out on your paper, work-wise. Okay? Don't tell me that you did this entire process in your head. Okay? Write me out something. But I am okay with you combining steps here and there. Do we need to do the third one? Or do you feel like you know what to do? Okay. The only other thing that's on your homework tonight is graphing. But we just talked about graphing with the calculator. Just make sure before you start graphing that it's in y equals form, that you've got y by itself. It doesn't matter if it's written in standard form like this or if it's written in Vertex form like this. It doesn't matter which one of those it's written like, but you do have to have y by itself to be able to put it in the calculator. And remember that when you draw the graphs, I should see some exact points listed. Okay? That's all your homework is tonight, graphing and then the simplifying.